Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welkin Liner welcomes you to a playthrough. As divine virtue fertilizes, the malign virtue corrupts. What is left is a holy husk. Hollow ones cling to faith. Fanged ones honor power. Foolish sages protect the lie. But the medium's song remains, guiding you to Yggdrasil. You hold the wings to soar in this tempestuous saga. Winds of beginning, blow now. Etrian Odyssey IV, Legends of the Titan. Alright, so we're finally here. And as you can already tell, I'm still a PNG. Hopefully that will change one day. Hopefully. But that's not important. What's important right here is the gameplay that I'm providing to you guys. So here we are. The first rules that I'm going to have to lay out over here. This is actually a New Game Plus run. The reason for that is because I would have to go through all, like, setting up everyone, like, all their skills and whatnot. And all the early game stuff is actually pretty difficult to go through because it's an Atlas game. But for the most part, I'm only going to be keeping the entire guild. I don't really have a reason to take care of the mapping for now, especially since most of it is going to be edited anyways. But well, we're also going to be doing it on normal difficulty because why would we need casual? It's already easy enough with New Game Plus. Alright, here we go. Exit at your own risk. The outland city of Tharsis. In the uncharted territory beyond that city stands a giant tree called Yggdrasil. Legends say something sleeps within Yggdrasil that calls people to eternal paradise. In order to ascertain the truth of this legend, the Count of Tharsis issued a challenge across the land. Reach Yggdrasil and uncover the truth. That summons has drawn countless explorers to the city. Your Welkin Guild, a band of explorers, has heard the call as well. You have already obtained a letter of introduction. If you show it to the Count, he will surely hear you. Thank you, Belle. Thank you, Belle. Oh, yeah. I've only been thinking about these things last minute, but eventually I'll have to, like, make a credit section for all these. I'll probably work on that in the second video, but here we are in Tharsis. We're supposed to visit the courts, but we're gonna check up on the Explorers Guild for a bit. The gateway to adventure. Never seen you before. Welcome to the Explorers Guild. This is for explorers to prove their talents. It's something like a mutual aid society. Normally, to operate in the city, you need to create a guild. But I've already heard rumors of your welcome guild. It's good to meet you in the flesh. If you need to, you can induct new explorers here, though of course you don't have to. Doesn't look like you've been to see the Count yet. You'll need to visit the Smart Grand Court to get his okay. Well, easy does it. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. Yeah, we already got everyone over here. Mind the carpets. You must be more explorers taking up the search for Yggdrasil. No problems finding the torch, I trust? Welcome to Tharsis, the city closest to Yggdrasil. I am its overseer. You may call me the Outlands Count. Here in my grand court, when there are more important duties to be carried out, I assign them to explorers as missions. But of all the explorers who arrive in Tharsis like yourselves, we only want the best on the hunt for Yggdrasil. Before you can set out on your search, you must prove yourself worthy of explorers. What say you to this? With acceptance. Very reasonable of you. In that case, simply accept the mission I have offered and prove your skills. So before we do any dungeoning, we actually have to take up on the mission. Obtain a iridescent ore. I'd like for you to head to the old forest mine on the outskirts of the city and excavate some iridescent ore. We had thought the vein was mined dry, but the other day, a certain explorer found that there was more to be had. The iridescent ore is a pretty thing. Shine light on it, and it reflects it into all corners of the rainbow. But its true worth is not found in its beauty. Well, I'll explain more about that as you complete the mission. Now, I do understand rights, and you've only recently received in Tharsis. You must lack the proper essentials. So I'll pay half of the reward for this mission in advance. Use that to purchase whatever you'll need. Free money! The old forest mine is a perfect place to test your skills. You'll need all your strength and cunning there. Once you're ready, head to the city gates and I'll have a soldier waiting to escort you there. Best of luck. Alright, we got ourselves a mission. And we're just going over all the things that we can do over here. So we can access the key items and the regular items if we have any. Wow, I remember doing... I don't remember most of this because this was recorded like months ago, but here we are, skills menu. And we can check out what skills we have. The status menu. We can check out the status of the person. The equip. Some classes require particular weapons to use some of the skills. In the custom menu, you can spend skill points to learn new skills. This is the draw of the game, where we can assign skill points to each and every adventurer in the guild. And we can customize them to whatever skills they have available. Did I do anything? Yes? No? Yes? Come on. There we go. So it's all provided in a flowchart, as you can see here. For starters, we're going to learn proficiency. Proficiency and its later skills, Veteran and Master, or Enlightenment. So those are the only skills that are available to the main classes. Proficiency, Veteran, and... no, Improvement and Enlightenment. There we go. Proficiency, Improvement, and Enlightenment. Those are available to the main classes. Later on we'll get subclasses that will provide us additional skills. We'll get to that in the third part of the series, so no worries now. And as you can already tell, these aren't just your normal band of explorers. These are all people I've met ever since I started as Welkin. You'll find some familiar faces in this guild right here. You'll find some new ones as well. Some people you met in passing. Some people you heard of in rumors. For the most part, they're all wonderful people. There's Kodama, Haruka, Oshigawa, Momoka, Sobaru, and Kisurito, and Hiyori. You're the Welkin Guild, right? I'm here from the Outland Count. Before we leave, you're sure you're ready for this? Whatever skills you have are useless if not spent. So normally each party member starts with 3 skill points, but because we're starting on New Game Plus with special kinds of explorers, they all start with 10. And here we are in the old forest mine. Wings shimmering. Now you notice that the bottom screen is dark. Well, as you explore the forest in search of Viridian Centaur, you notice that you have stepped on something. You pick it up and see that it is a shining golden locket, with space for a small picture inside. Does another explorer have dropped this? If you are curious, you can try opening the locket. Well, it doesn't really matter what you pick. Just as you were wondering what to do with the locket, someone speaks to you from behind. Found that for me, did you? Thanks, I've been looking all over for it. You turn to see a sleepy-looking man with a sack over his shoulder. You hand the locket to the man, who seems to be a friendly sort. You ask the name of your guild. Me? I'm Whirlwind, he says. But that's really just a nickname. Nice meeting you, Welkin Guild. You're here for some Viridian Centaur? Yeah, I think there's all fun to be had in this old forest mine. How do I know? Because I'm the one who found it in the first place. Here, maybe this will help. And I takes the parchment and its belongings and hands it to you. Especially where you can find the ore. I hope that helps point you in the right direction. And that's what we have done? Well, that makes this a great chance to learn to draw your own. And here we are. The man points to the blank map you've opened and explains how to draw it. Here is the draw of the series. The labyrinths map. So, throughout the Etrian Odyssey series, you're always presented with a labyrinth map of sorts, where you have to draw in the map all the steps you've taken, all the places you've been through, and what places hide all the hidey holes and secrets. It's cartography 101. How about it? Think you can draw and draw? Don't worry, if I can do it, anyone can. The man laughs, though you are not sure this is a joking matter. But seriously, you need to learn to draw a map if you're going to chase safety, so that map's your lifeline. When you take her down with your map of this old forest mine, bring it here and I'll look it over for you. I'll be at the entrance. The man then parts with you and walks back the way he came. You glance at the map and he gave you and decide to begin your search anew. Right. So begins the exploration. As you proceed down the forest path, you eventually reach a fork in the road. Across the water, you see a shining patch of ground. It seems something very shadowly is reflecting light. Judging by the maps you receive from Whirlwind, the ore you seek can be mined there. But if the water between you and your prize is too deep to cross, you drown and begin looking for another route. Well, you can pretty much do whatever you want with this map, as long as you don't draw too terribly. But yes, it does help you pick out the locations, helps you memorize them. Also, another thing to these dungeons is the shortcuts that you can take. We can't access that one yet though, so I'll come in a bit. Drawing the map is a bit disorienting. Oh, here's the first battle. Save your music for a battle thing, right? And that's our first battle. we got ourselves a monster codex. Helps us take a look at the monsters that we've seen and beaten, and all the items that they drop, if we ever found them. Oh, another battle. And don't worry about it too much. For this part tonight, I won't actually be going through like most of the dungeon, like all the exploration of it. It's only just genuine explorations, which is of course the point of the game, but it does get boring if you have to like fight every single monster. Yeah, it is, isn't it? As you walk cautiously through the old forest mine, you notice an old wooden path. When another explorer leads us, the sign begins caution in large bold letters. Read further. From here on, alert monsters of the old mine. Those who mistake recklessness for courage will meet death. So yeah, we can check out all the things that we can find in the map. Even put in notes to them. And let's see, I think it's coming up right up. Once we get there. Oh, here we are. As you steadily put one foot in front of the other, you gradually become aware of a dread presence. Monstrous baboons slowly approach from the other end of the path with cruelty in its face. You know that there is no shame in avoiding unnecessary combat. Wise explorer picks his battles. If you wish to avoid an encounter, study the monster's movements and slip past them. So this is the other point of the game, FOEs. Thanks for the follow, Sav. Thank you. So, the FOEs here, they are indeed very dangerous enemies. You find one in the overworld instead of through random encounters, and they have different behaviors depending on what kind they are. This one will just wander around aimlessly. FOEs will also move one for every turn that passes in battle, where their position during combat. So every time you take a step, the FOE also moves. So we just need to make use of its movements to slip past through it. We will eventually start fighting FOEs at later points. But for now, we just need to stay away from these. Alright, up ahead. We got. As you explore the mine, you find a fan-shaped plant at a dead end. Yeah, party strong, senpai. This is a plant called a Traveler's Friend. If you're thirsty, you can nibble at the stalk. Though if you're wary of the monsters, you may wish to leave. Can I nibble the stalk? Yeah, no, yes, nah. So here is where the game actually does get interesting. Once my past self makes a decision here. But basically, the choices in this game are not as what they seem. If this plant is attractive to humans, it will be equally so for monsters. If this, you turn away. Unfortunately, you turn directly into a horde of terrible insects. However, your construct has enabled you to catch the monsters unawares. You take up arms and prepare for battle. Oh Oh yeah, they're definitely strong if they can protect them like this. And that's that. So, depending on a variety of events scattered all over the dungeons, they will either help you or seriously debilitate you. The first few Etrian Odyssey games were actually pretty awful at this, but the recent ones have... This game is a bit lighter on how much it debilitates you for your mistakes. But yeah, in the other games, it's pretty awful. At the same time, you also have to be very aware of what goes on, because you might never be able to tell if it's actually helpful or not. That's hot. Go! Alright. Level up. So for each level up a party member gets, they also get an additional skill point. Using it to improve our spells, as it should be. And that's that. What else do we have here? Oh, top. Someone here? Step into an open clearing in the forest, and then encounter a soldier standing to one side. The soldier, upon noticing you, hails you with a friendly wave. Hi there, you're on a mission? I came to investigate this place, but all these baboons are wearing me out. Aren't you tired too? Tell now you're tired? Nah. The soldier only laughs and hands you a tonic. Trust me, it'll only get worse from here out. You'll be wanting this. I honestly hope that I'm worrying over nothing, he laughs, and then waits to you before walking off. We get an item! So yeah, even in the events and dungeons, you can get free items. Sometimes though, you might also have to fight a battle, or, well, actually take damage first before getting the item. That's just a way of explorations. When you open the door, you see an open clearing past it. Uh-oh, more FOEs. If your map is accurate, then yours can be mined at a shiny spot ahead. But have a care, the wandering beasts will hunt you mercilessly even while you mine for minerals. Considering where the ground sparkles to take, chop, or mine valuable raw materials. There's a limit to how many times you can do so per day, but the limit resets the next day. Make good use of these kills. Okay, so we need to mine that point. Yes. Yeah, mineralogy. That'll help in gathering additional mining materials. It probably isn't needed. I think the thing is scripted so that you get the ore if you exhaust it. But first we need to deal with the FOE. Can we? Well, let's find out. Let's see how bad this is. It surely can't be that bad, right? Okay, hard to take damage, but not that much. really taking the hits. And still living. Okay, blinded. Alright. So far we are doing good damage. Oh, we are just good right here. That might be possible. Uh-oh. Baboon isn't blinding me anymore. Well, this is getting pretty risky for us, so let's try to escape. Yeah, even the tank himself, Haru, is still taking damage from the baboon, so unfortunately we are unable to fight it at this point. But at least we're getting the ore. Here we are. And Haru got an additional ore. Okay, cool. You have mined the ore you came for. Your mission is now complete. The ore won after many tense moments, and your powerful monsters is lighter than you imagined it feels fragile. After you finish exulting in your accomplishments, stole the shining stone and regain your effect back. Okay. We got the ore. Now we just need to get past the baboons. So these kinds of FOEs, they just wander around in one set path. But it's for the best that we do not disturb them further. Okay. Another battle. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and we got treasure chests. Can't be an RPG without them, I guess. While exploring, you come across a large box. Would you like to open it? Obtained Medica. Another potion. Non-alcoholic, I believe. Probably. Okay. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Whirlwind. You find the explorer who gave you your map, standing at the edge of an open clearing. If you wish, you can have him reveal the completed map you have choose. Oh, hey guys, want me to take a look at that map? Alright, let's see here. You hand him your map, and he pores over it to verify its accuracy. Whirlwind studies your map intently for some time, but eventually his face brightens and he addresses you. This is nicely done, considering the time it took. I'm surprised how well drawn it is. Looks complete to me. This is your map and yours alone. You never know when you might need it again, so take good care of it. You get yourself some more? I thought so, since you seem so pleased. Anyway, that wraps it up for your mission. The man congratulates you and thank him before parting ways. Alright, we did it! Now we just need to have a talk with the Count. You check your knapsack again to make certain that the ore you put away is still there. The final step before completing your mission will be to visit the Grand Court and report your find. So let's make our way to the courts. What happens when we talk to them? Okay, yeah. Report results. Complete! Yay! Well done, members of the Welkin Guild. I see you brought back a fine sample of the ore. I now pronounce the Welkin Guild to be explorers of Tharsis with my official blessing. And of course there is the other half of your reward to be given. Here you are then. So not only do you get your reward, but for each mission and quest completed, you also get experience points. Selfish. Now to the main topic of discussion. Since you have proven your worth, your guild merits a skyship. A skyship is a vessel that sails the skies, powered by the ore. You'll be searching for Yggdrasil on one. Your skyship is ready now at the city gates. Once you claim it, why not make the lush woodlands your first stop? The woodlands is a large natural labyrinth currently being investigated by many of our explorers. Once you reach the woodlands, head straight for the Pillar of Light you'll see, which is an invaluable tool. Oh, and stop by the atelier before you go. I sent them on my authorization for you to buy certain necessities. Well then, may your way be clear. Thanks, Count. As you're about to step into the busy city square after reporting in on your mission, someone calls to you. Hold it, please. I have a message to you from an outland Count. Oh boy, what do we get? It says he'll be giving you food catapults. Food catapults. I'm guessing that's equipment for your skyship? It says here it's been delivered to your city gates, and you should ask the one in charge there for details. Obtain food catapults. Food catapults. Okay, but since we completed our mission, why don't we check out all the facilities? Like the Berlin Atelier. You have walk-in room at the Tharsis. We just had a guy come from the Grand Court telling us we can help get them Ariadne's bread. Every explorer got to have an Ariadne's bread. Take it back to Tharsis whenever you use it from. You ought to buy one right now. Okay, so nice meeting ya. Don't forget to come see us when you want to go on an adventure. Say welcome. This is the first time you've been up in a skyship, huh? Oh, well, I didn't actually touch it. Progressions. Okay, but let's sell everything we get here in order to get money. One thing that you should have already noticed by now is that none of the monsters actually drop any money. Instead, they drop materials. Sell those materials for either equipment or items, and the materials that you can find during the labyrinths can also be sold. Everything that you find on the labyrinth, most of it can be sold for money. Siren minute. I can't even. Siren. I think this is our first meeting, actually. Are you new explorers? Welcome to the inn. Man, if you get hurt or tired, come back here and get a good rest. We have a clinic in back too. You're welcome to use it. So yeah, the inn also doubles as a clinic. If one person is knocked out, then you just take the person to a clinic and they'll be revived again. What next? Explorers Guild. Okay, nothing new. But yeah, this is the place where we can adjust all the characters. We can welcome them to our party. And so far, well actually, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 25 guild members. Yeah, we do have a lot of faces. Lily, Canada, Don, Belle, hey! Yeah, the entire gang is here. Ready to kick bubblegum and chew bubblegum. I think we're still all out of gum. It's going to be really difficult to use everyone right now, however. This is because some of the characters are late game classes, and if one were to use them early in game, they'll have difficulty catching up. For instance, they cannot get any new weapons until at some point in the game. This applies to at least two classes where one weapon each belonging to them, one weapon type. They do not appear until later on. But when we do get to them, high damage for everyone. But that'll happen when we get to them. No worries, I made you guys look cool while making this, okay? I tried my best. I made you guys look cool. I tried to give you the most optimal classes, most optimal setups I could. It's gonna be great when we get to them. Alright, so here we are. Thanks, Belle. Okay, so we got Narumi, Man of the Ocean. I believe he's on a hiatus on VTubing for now since he has college to work with. Plots Bunny. A writer who also went into hiatus about half a year ago. She's set to reschedule. She's set to redebut sometime by the end of the year. Mokugiri, Forest Spirits. The dancer who likes to sit on your shoulder and just hang around. Oh, and here we go, Senpai. Nice meeting you, Senpai. Yeah, runes. And Lunachi. Valuable artist, and I even commissioned her to draw herself in this costume. It's working out well for her. Yeah, after lockdown ended, like a lot of people just had to get back to their normal lives. That was a cut. Oh yeah. So yeah, I did say earlier that this will be an edited playthrough. So it's just going to be me cutting off all the unnecessary things. Here at the Dancing Peacock, you may accept quests and seek information for our patrons. Completion of these quests is met with commensurate rewards. The quest I think to be perfect for you was only just posted. I asked that you look it over. Yeah. We've been on this journey together so far. We see a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces. Honestly, it's very nice to see everyone again. I got a request from the Outland Count. She's all ready to go. You can set sail as soon as she's registered. So where you gonna name her? Enter the skyship name. I already decided on this one. One specific VTuber will already notice. Yeah, I'll be alright. Got it. I'll take care of the paperwork. I made a skyship myself, so take care of her. I had to explain the controls, but you'll learn faster if you try it out. You can outfit it at the city gates. Which reminds me, you got a piece of kit from the outlet count, right? You can equip it on your skyship. Come by the wharf when you're bored, and I'll let you guys have some other equipment no one else is using. So he manages your skyship, but really, he has another role to play as, and that's managing the QR codes and guild cards of the game. But we'll get to that in a moment. I won't actually be using the QR codes, primarily because it requires a certain something that I do not have. But yeah, his services is useful if you know how to use them. But here we are. First land, Windy Plains. Let's frolic over the wilderness. Twitch is just looking at me, that's all us VTubers around. Yeah, honestly, if I realized how big this project was going to be, I probably would have thought ahead. But what's done is done. It's fine. So here we are, at the Windy Plains, with our very own skyship. It's basically a hot air balloon. So it teaches us the controls of the skyship, as well as the food pulse. Well, oh yeah, the food settings. You can pick up sources of food, and if you cook it, you can gain additional stat bonuses. And those are actually pretty helpful because they either give you, like I said, stat bonuses, or they give you additional resistances to elements. I think Albior is a great name. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. Understandable projects do tend to grow. Looks great so far. Thank you, Senpai. Rediscover the cave. Old forest mine. Explore assumption? Nah, we don't have any reason to. Okay. Oh, and we can't get out of the area. Skies past this point are outside the bounds of your investigation. So no, we can't take the skyship and steal it. If that's what you want to know. So, while we explore the lands, we can also encounter other people with their skyships. You mark him as a man clad in steel armor who bows politely to you. I do not believe we have properly met before, Guild Welkin. My name is Kiryonin. I am the most lowly of the Holy Rune Knights who served King Bjornstad. How do I know of you? Oh, I am familiar with most of the explorers of Tharsis. That is all, Jordan boasts. By the way, I have a request. Will you have any Sakura trouts? If so, I propose a trade. So, you can talk to other guild members over here. And if you fulfill their requests, you gain special items from them. Either recovery items, special equipment, or airship equipment. Grand Theft Airship. Fantastic. It's good to meet you. My name's Wiglaf. You might not have guessed it, but I'm an explorer too. And you are? Ah, so you're the Welkin Guild. Throughout your introductions, Wiglaf wears a friendly smile. Do you happen to have any black Tharises? I've been looking for so long, but I can't find any. You should pick one up. Will you share it with me? But you have none of that. Yeah, if you give them food, if you fulfill their request of food, they give you a reward. But we don't have any of that for now. You reach the northern edge of the Windy Plains. To the east and west are high mountain ranges, far too tall for your skyship to fly overhead. You see a ravine that seems to be the only viable path towards Yggdrasil, but it's filled with thick clouds. Yeah, that looks like something we cannot get through, alright. Look at all those flat textures. Visibility is close to nil in the ravine. To brave a weaker skyship would be far too dangerous. You also see some kind of monument south of the ravine. You could barely make out a crest engraved on it. Further south of the monument, you see a large forest. This must be the lush woodlands this count spoke of. To the side of the forest is the same stone monument that was next to the ravine. It seems too coincidental to ignore. It seems like a very valuable place for us to look into. A sizable forest spreads before you. Explorers of Tharsis call this natural labyrinth the lush woodlands. You see a stone monument at its center that looks clearly man-made. Who built it here and why? You will never know the answer unless you step into the maze. You steel yourself to begin your explorations. We'll explore that in just a bit. We got a few more explorations to go through. You see an amazing cap-off grove below. So yeah, it's not just the labyrinths, it's not just the FOEs or the food or the guild members. We can also find other events here in the overworld. Though your soul is soothed by the view before you on the winged plains, you must eventually leave. You notice a small forest by the riverside. Cries of birds and beasts echo from it constantly. There are brightly colored fruits on the trees. Many animals seem to flock here to feed on these fruits. You grow excited to think of what manner of exotic beasts you may encounter in this forest. Small orchard. We'll explore that later. You notice that the air has cooled. Looking around, you see clear cliffs nearby and hear the sound of water. You see breathtakingly clear spring water gushing out from the source. Oh, seems to be a source of the river flowing to Tharsis. You linger to take in its beauty before leaving. These will also be important spots to mark down. We'll get to those in a moment. But yeah, if you do encounter them, mark it down. Ah, by the by, have you any Sakura trouts? This time we do. You're currently carrying one Sakura trout. You hand over one, which Kyornon accepts gracefully. I am grateful for your hospitality, Guild Welkin. Thanks to you, I can fulfill my obligation to the Count. This bronze icon is for you. It would please me if you found a use for it in your travels. The accessories that they give here are very helpful if you need stat boosters. But it's only good for stat boosting. You'll need other accessories for stuff like resistances. So your task would be to gather food and drop it off for them. So these are some of the quests that we'll be taking. The camp is in the forest. I was given to understand that it is in an open area. So you must find a delivery in one trip. I shall await your swift return. Yalin Count's task. It's from the governor of Tharsis, the Outland Count. He wants you to search for a small grove of kapok trees. You can learn more by talking to him at the Grand Court. I shall await your swift return. Atelier requests. That request comes from Burning Atelier. They are keenly interested in materials you can find. They can supply you with more details of the task. I shall await your swift return. Well, let's go talk to them. Oh, so you took that request, huh? While explorers have been coming around lately, I'm about to jump to swords. So he wants us to get the two of them rat fangs, and then tree rats on the lush woodland and just drop them. When you got them, sell it to me. Don't worry, the money you just get for reselling them ain't part of the reward. I'm counting, I guess. Bye-bye. Well, next off, we visit the Counts. Also, you have accepted my request. That is very reassuring. Are you familiar with kapoks? The tree is not grown for food, but for several other uses. There's a place in these windy plains where many kapoks grow. I want you to search for this kapok grove. Rumor has it that somewhere in the northern side of the wind plains. The A2 region sounds likely. Oh, I'm sorry if my terminology is confusing to you. You need an explanation of maximum coordinates? No, it's basically like Battleship. Of course, this is basic information for explorers. Now then, if you do happen to find a kapok grove, return here and tell me its coordinates. Of course, if you know them already, do not hesitate. Let's have them. Sure. We already have them. We marked it down earlier. Splendid. Here, point it out to me on your map. So, on the bottom screen, where we marked it down, we just point to it. Then I shall dispatch my scouts to that location at once. My scouts report that they just found a kapok grove. It seems your information was accurate. With these new resources, the city will prosper. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I have already contacted the Dancing Peacock. You may return there to report and collect the reward. Okay. We got reward. Congratulations on completing that request. I heard all about it from the Outling Count. The Count has a duty to cultivate his city, so it's not rare for him to enlist the help of explorers. In this way, the city prospers and attracts more citizens. I would be delighted to see Tharsis thrive. Here is the reward you were promised by the Outling Count. I shall be seeking your help again. Alright. Good. Alright. The first maze. The dry forest outset. Lush woodlands. So this is the first so-called labyrinth. First stratum. So in this maze, there are actually multiple floors instead of just one. Upon disembarking the skyship, you find yourself in a green maze of the lush woodlands at last. The beautiful scenery has a pleasant breeze that passes through, rustling the grass and the trees. Yet despite the soothing atmosphere, you have not forgotten that this place has claimed countless lovers. You resolve to test your mettle against the labyrinthine hazards once more. Okay, so that's to teach you about the autopilot ability. No, option. Autopilot option. It's mainly for, like, setting a path. And then if you turn on autopilot, your avatar will immediately walk automatically to the path. May your journey begin, and may fortune favor your guild. The path to Yggdrasil begins here. First off, we're going to check out the pillar of light that the Count has instructed us to go look into. As you gaze upon it, wondering what it could be, a nearby soldier addresses you. A curious thing, isn't it? It's called a geomagnetic pole. The soldier points to the pillar of light that stretches to the heavens. You touch it and you'll be able to go to and from between the city and the forest. Don't bother asking around how it works though. It was here when the explorers found this maze long ago. But it's handy, that you can be sure of. My advice, put it to use. There's actually a reason for geomagnetic poles to exist. And it was all the way back in the first game. But their purpose over here kind of does not make sense. But the reason why they're here right now is because it's like the only thing it's something that veterans remember this game for. Okay, why am I going back? Oh, right, this. You notice a group of soldiers waving to you. Recall a request from the bar to deliver food to some soldiers. These are most likely the ones. If you easier means to fulfill the request, it is best that you drop the food off at the soldier's location. Food drop-off. So, we just drop whatever food we have over here, as long as it isn't poisonous. We packed the Tharsis buffalo in wooden crates and lowered it to the soldiers. After checking over the contents, they signaled you satisfied. They seemed pleased. The quest is now complete. We did it! Thick buffalo meat! Give me some of that protein. Honestly, that wouldn't be the first time I made that kind of joke. Throwing food to the ground. 5-second rule. 5-second rule. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like some kind of cell beneath it. I'm sure. Nah, it probably is not infested with bacteria or anything. Probably not. Okay, but back to explorations. So, for the mazes, not the caves, for the mazes, I'll generally be showing off the explorations of the first floor. I will ignore the explorations of the second and third floors, unless if there are events involved. So I will be cutting off all of the walkthroughs and the battling, all the random stuff that I do in the playthrough, because then the video would take way too long. Instead of like a 2.5-hour stream, it would just be like 8 hours. As you walk through the halls, you are arrested by a powerfully sweet smell that can stop in your tracks. The smell of sap oozing from the trees that form a wall in front of you. That's the smell of stretch the pieces. It's like two of you take relief. I understood that though. I understood it clearly. Might as well make some nice cream out of it, senpai. Get it? Nice cream. I'm fine. It also helps to have a variety of explorers to specialize in different parts of their classes. And the reason for that is if you were to try to use all your skill points into everything, you're not going to be able to fill up everything. So, for example, I have Senpai specializing in ice and volt runes. Oh, wait, hold up, event. As you venture into the depths of the maze, you hear a sudden sound of the light. No sooner have you drawn your weapons than a herd of monsters leaps from under the other bush. Uh-oh. Ah yes, let me guess this one. Shiny monsters. Shiny. If we kill them, we get bonus experience points. But we have to kill them fast because otherwise they run away. Nice lightning. So if we kill a shiny monster, we get bonus EXP. So Senpai specializes in ice and volt runes. If I were to make him specialize in all three elements, fire, ice, and volt, then he would be at a disadvantage because the skill points allocated to all those skills will be very spread out, and their power will be much lower as a result. So this is pretty much the reason why I have, like, 3 Broom Masters. So each one can specialize in 2 different elements. Senpai is pretty cool. He's shocking. He's shocking with all that power. You know, it's something unusual up ahead and stop to expect it. The ground is littered with wood splinters. Looks as if something smashes its way through a wall. I wonder what happened. Is it something we should be concerned about? Yes. Wood splinters, wood crushed. Oh. Anyways, just so breakable wood. Wonder what could be up ahead. The wood here is pretty thick too, so we can't exactly break through them. Even a level 99 adventurer cannot break through heaps of wood, unfortunately. Alright, senpai! The lightning and ice skills are actually pretty overpowered, thanks to both of them having a certain kind of skill that's actually helps against multiple enemies. Uh-oh. You hear cracking sounds on the other side of the wall, mixed with the violent growl of a beast. That is a bear. A really angry bear. Well, now we gotta run away from it. But if you noticed earlier, it was able to destroy the wall of wood earlier. We can lure it through these walls. And it will destroy the doors. So the bears are bad news, but they're also good news. If that makes any sense. Oh, we still need to run away from him. Yeah, there's no okay. So we exit the sight of the bear, and they'll just go back to wherever it came from. We can explore more of the area when the bear isn't chasing us. Wouldn't want to never. Alright, another level. Yeah, this is also why I want to, like, cut off all the random encounters from the video. You just run into them pretty quickly. Okay. Alright. That's nice time. clock in this game handles a number of effects. Namely, what type of enemies appear, whether it appears during the day or night, and it also affects certain events. You'll see it all come about the more we get to them. Okay, checking here. What do we got? You discover a wooden box in a corner of a clearing. There is blurred writing on it. Those who have should share their bounty. Those who lack, take what you need with gratitude. The box appears to be empty just at the moment. You're free to put an item inside or leave it be. What will you leave behind? Well, we don't exactly have anything, do we? Okay, back to the exploration. Okay, another shortcut that we can't access just yet. Anything here? Oh. Angry baboon! Let's see you guys put up a fight. Here we go. Oh, that's a swing. And that's a dead one. Okay. What else is here? Another shortcut. Oh, but this one we can access, I believe. Yep. As a reminder, in order to access these shortcuts, we need to open them from one side. If we do not have them open from one side, or rather, if we do not open them from one side, we cannot open them from the other side. Alright. Another bamboo. Oh, didn't be that hard. Uh-oh. Luna, can you make it? No, pop when he said. Alright, well. Time to get out of here. And this is why you need the threads. Because otherwise you cannot escape. Or rather, you can only escape the hard way. was on hiatus. Taking a break from tanking. Alright, we're returning to Tharsis. Regrouping. As you enter the inn, you see the innkeeper in the hall, chatting with a familiar face. Ah, it's you. Welcome. I was speaking to Gala about your Welkin Guild. There was nothing to be ashamed of. You seem to be doing your all to search the small caves about these lands. All of us in the city are grateful for your contributions. The caves have many rare and desirable materials. The more than you find, the more we shall flourish. I hope that you continue your efforts on our behalf. But now that Gala has on your mouth to feed, I should return to my place of work. Perhaps later. So here we are with the clinic. We brought Floppany back from the dead. Or rather, she redebuted. God damn it, senpai. Okay. Let's turn in one of the requests. Yeah, no trouble delivering the food, I take it? Then here is a promised reward. Perhaps I should have you find some food to serve at my establishment. Yeah! Okay, who are we going with? Oh, more explorations. Okay, nothing in this corner. Oh, more battles. It's fine, nothing new. Alright, Senpai has been bent for a bit. And so has Floppany, but... oh, we gotta level up everyone. Okay. Still got a little bit left. First floor to explore. Okay. The requested wrappings for the burn naturally have been collected. You can go and sell them to the shop now. Okay, great. We'll do that when we get the chance. Oh wait, I can't. Okay. I have to... oh, yeah. That's how you figure out. So that shortcuts, I cannot pass this because it's only accessible by the path that's behind the bear. We can get to that some other time, but for now... Okay. I even forgot to level up some skills. Waiting go, me. Welcome to Skill Management Simulator. Okay. What was I doing over here? Oh, right. I was trying to leave it out. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I forgot that you can do that. I forgot that you can do this. Yes, yes. Upgrades. Gotta upgrade my maximum health. My maximum PP. My maximum sleep hours. Is it healthy if you sleep too much? I think that is. Alright. Okay. Oh, the bear's closing in on us. Okay, there we go. Gotta retreat for a bit. And that's the tape. Oh, make sure to get Yep. Off to the spot. Alright. 3, 2, that's... Let's see what we got. Just some damage. Nothing. No, we got this. Alright, Yanni. Nice. Yeah, you see what I mean? 10 seconds later, we run into another battle. Thank you, Atlas. Thank you. I remember back when Final Fantasy X HD Remastered was first released. It turns out they had an issue in regards to the random encounters, where after you had your first random encounter, the rates for it would stay the same for the rest of the save file. It would not reset to a shorter rate or a longer rate. So basically you had to put up with encounter rates every 5 seconds or every 20 seconds. As long as you can stop talking, you had to put up with like the same encounter rates for the rest of the save file. That was actually weird moments that people noticed. Then they fixed it for patches, so alright, everyone's still living. Gotta let them break the wood. Okay. Try to chase after me for a bit. Okay. We have avoided the bear. what's next? As you follow a small path that runs beside a spring, you notice a set of stairs that lead downward. You're wary of what might lie below is broken by hurried footsteps echoing from the stair. Oh, it's you folks! The man comes into view and you recognize him from the old forest. His face is turned, but on seeing you, it relaxes. Only then do you notice the man slugged over his shoulder. The other man's head is bandaged, and he hangs limp and unmoving. Sorry, but no time to chat. This poor Tharsis boy. Looks like he ran into some bad news with bears down here. Though the man projects a calm demeanor, his fatigue shows through in the sweat pouring down his throat. You suspect he may require help. Oh, thanks. That's my kind of you. Is everyone around this part concerned with you? The man's not. But it's okay. I got this taken care of. Whatever got him down there, once the Count hears of it, he might want something done. Uh-oh. He readjusts the unconscious soldier over his shoulder and runs away. You're free to continue down the stairs or return to Tharsis to replenish your supplies. Alright, that is the first floor. Cunning hunters and weights. We did it! We got to the first floor. Yeah. Well fought, well played. Only one retired for a bit, but she got back up. I didn't mind that again. Oh, one more battle. Pretty epic. Okay. Back to the city. You return for your search to see a group of soldiers gathered in a corner of the city square. There is anger in their voices as they say, that monster, we can't let this stand. As you are wondering what could have happened, suddenly you hear a familiar voice address you. Hey, you made it back safe. Great. Whirlwind walks up and greets you. Oh, that soldier I carried back? He'll live, though he'll be in a hospital for a while. I was lucky to even bring him back. Sounds like the rest of his troop was completely wiped out. Ooh. From what I got out of him before he passed out, they got attacked by some bear creature with blood-red fur. The Count's not gonna take this one lying down. If you go to the court, he'll ask you for its head. But I wouldn't recommend that you go charging now to B2F. Fact is, the monsters there are too strong. But if you follow the river by the woodlands west, there's a small place called the Small Orchard. The monsters there are perfect to do a little training on. If you want practice, that's where I'd go. Well, I should take off. Make sure you don't do anything reckless, okay? That'll lead nowhere but trouble. Whirlwind chuckles as he walks into the city gates. You decide to be on your way. Alright, well, first off, let's take care of the quests. Guess what, we just finished working with the forging furnace. So here's an addition in this game. You can buy weapons with what they make and once materials you sell them. But if you bring in additional materials, you can also give enhancements to them. So stuff like increasing attack or defense, or even adding elemental damage. We can work on that off screen. Anyways, we sold in the rat fangs, I believe? Yep, we did. We can go into that some other time though. We gotta take a look at this place. Dance with fawns in the sunbeams. Okay, so another cave. Remind me why they call this caves instead of something else. You sight someone up ahead. He seems to be a Tharsis soldier. You have business in this labyrinth too? So, soldier's cheerful manners appearance even through the honor that master speeches. The worst this place has are a few weak points, so this will be a breeze. I'll finish this up quick and hit the body. He seems confident for a man in a dangerous labyrinth. He leads with some to himself. So yeah, we get FOEs over here that are these fury pawns. As the soldier said earlier, they are pretty weak. They don't really pose that much of a challenge, and they don't give you incredible amounts of HP either. Yeah, it's already weak. Nothing too threatening. Uh-oh. After defeating all the monstrous spawns, you sense a new monster approaching and prepare yourselves. Oh, right there. Right there. There it is. The monster is not yet within view, but its hatred and malice towards you is palpable already. You can check your mouth to find it challenges your humanity, or attempt to avoid it entirely. Well, we're gonna run away from it. Off screen. Another request completed. From the Ratfangs. You have completed this request, I take it? Thank you for your hard work. There have been scant few requests from civilians at this part. You might think of quests as a bridge between you and the citizenry here. Here are the Ariatan threads that constitute your reward. Awesome. And here are the new requests. I need some dragon's blood for new. Okay. Defeat a violent baboon. This request is a task of retribution from a beginning explorer. In B1F of the lush woodlands, there is a wooden box where some leave items for emergencies. That box is frequently the target of angry baboon attacks. It is most vexing for those who need it most. That's why they wish for you to subdue the monster. The wooden box is in the northern area of B1F. If you seek advice on fighting the angry baboon, that man drinking here is quite knowledgeable. Take care and I shall await your swift return. Aged Baboon Hunter. Spirit will help you if you charge the angry baboon head on like an amateur. For your proposal and neglected defense, you gotta wait for the right moment. Please. You will take that request? It is from Thala of the south of the inn. She wants someone to retrieve an herb called Colantro, which grows on B1F of the lush woodlands. It supposedly grows deep in the hidden path of the fallen lord of B1F. The area can be hard to find, so look closely and carefully at your map. Find the headwaters. Request from the Outlet House. This time he wants you to find a source of water. You can learn more by talking to the man around the place. Wait for source return. As for your request 2, more items. They said they crafted a new item using dragon's blood. If you would like to know more, visit the atelier. Take care and I shall await your swift return. Holy terror. Holy terror. This is a request specifically to investigate B2F of the lush woodlands. It mentions a large hole in a naturally caved-in area of the southern path. The client took a lit torch at night to look inside, but was met with an unknown monster springing out to him. My hopes are that it is merely a misunderstanding, so I must look into it. I shall await your swift return. Woodlands are dangerous at night, so be on your guard. Alright. What do you got, Counts? sure you've heard, but a Redford monster was seen in the lower reaches of the lush woodlands. It has claimed the lives of many of our soldiers. To protect it may prove a menace to you explorers too. I've issued a mission to subjugate the beast. Redford Bear. If you believe your skill to be up to the challenge, then by all means accept the mission. Until now, the greatest threat we've known in the lush woodlands were the black bears, the cutters. But now we're getting reports of bear with red fur, as is stained with blood. It seems much more fierce. Countering new species means on the one hand, that our explorations are advancing. Not after you catch it. Blah, blah. I'm speaking really awesome now. Jeez. We must secure our explorer's safety by eradicating whatever thwarts our search, starting with this beast. The mission will be more dangerous than any you have faced. I have asked the guildmasters to supply you with something that will help you stay alive in the labyrinths. Stop by the Explorers Guild and see them before you go any further. Okay. But I believe we're here for something else. Not a request. Then I dare say I can ask a large favor. Do you know the wide river that flows into the city? That river's water has long sustained our people. What I want is to discover the river's source. It's bound to be somewhere in the windy plains. If you can find it, report it back to me here. If you already know where it is, there's no need to wait. Yes. We covered it last time. I'll have my scouts look into that spot very soon. My scouts tell me that they've confirmed the location of the river's source. It was nestled quite deep in the area you've reported, but thanks to your information we found it at last. Thank you. You have once again contributed to the development of our fair city. I have already contacted you about your reward. May luck be with you in your travels. Okay. As you leave the port, you pass a young girl. You believe you have seen her behind the counter at the exterior. As your eyes meet, she smiles. Did you have some business with the Allen Count? He's all fired up about this mission. I got the big shipment of pullstones and silver whistles he asked for. I don't know if you know, but pullstones carry us to the last stairs you used. And the silver whistle takes us clean out of the labyrinth. Kinda like a thread actually. I got him out in the store, so come on and take a look-see if you want it. It sounds as if items useful to your adventure at the stop. Go to the atelier to see what they have. It's up for quest? Alright, this time watch it to go get some dragon's blood. Huh? What? You got it already? I didn't know. That's awesome. All you gotta do now is sell to me and that's that. Basically, we got some dragon's blood back in the small orchard with all the fawns hanging around. And that's a lot of items we locked. We made some brand new stuff out of that dragon's blood you sold me. Some blaze oil, some freeze oil, and some shock oil. The oils are not particularly useful for damage, but they are useful for, I'd say, getting specific items. If you defeat an enemy with specific elements, then you'll get like additional drop. A rare drop, essentially. It'll be yours. Alright. So we found the river source. Okay. Rare drops are actually like really hard to take to actually get because they're all conditional. You have to like get them with specific elements, get them when they have a status effect or something. So like you either have to defeat them while they're poisoned, or when they are like frozen or something. So you had to beat them under certain conditions. But the reward is indeed a rare drop, and you actually do get a lot of money by selling this. Good stuff. Alright, so the guild master teaches you... burst skills. These are useful because they grant you damage outputs, grant you buffs, but they all come from the burst skills, and you have to fill them up by battling and whatnot. As you trapeze through the short grass, you encounter Tharsis. You guys are new to me. Do you come here a lot? More to the point, do you need anything? I do a small trade in things from the city to help out with clothes. At least take a look at what I have. He produces a broad-bladed sword and thread, and lays them out to the road. So, don't buy anything from him. He overcharges the items for absolutely no reason. You really don't need to go through that. Alright, here's the shortcut. You wrinkled your nose as a pungent scent. It seems to be coming from the plants that grow in the think of it, that request was talking to us about accidentally flowers. Let's see what we got here. King of treasure chest. Main gosh. Okay, rare weapon. Alright. That is useful. As you explore the path, you notice plants at your feet with a strange odor. You suddenly recall a quest having to do with retrieving some collateral, and learn with the distinctive scent. You can complete the request by gathering some. Yep, that's it. As the careful planting plants help make less damage, you go back to where you came from and deliver them. Alright, we got him. With punitive action against the angry baboon in mind, you arrive at the area with the wooden box. When you look ahead, you see the monster's back as it jaws through provinces. This is the fight. The next thing you do is that you have to think to battle with the monster. And to battle with it? Yeah! The monster detects your presence and turns to face you, but before it can make its first move, you charge toward the beast. So this is the baboon that's been terrorizing people and taking all the items. Alright, you guys, put up a good fight. Let's go! Alright, got it. Nice one. Yeah, nice one. Okay. Nice. The monster cries out and collapses on the spot, held by your assault. The request is now complete. Oh, food likely left by somebody inside. Well, that makes sense. Of course the baboon would be interested in food. Well, this time we have a thread, so we're gonna leave that behind. We can say, it may save some future explorer's life. Alright, we defeated a baboon. And now the item box is safe. So this wooden box ways that explorers look after each other, is it? Well, thank you once more. I shall look to secure your services again in the future. Alright. Nice. Cilantro, please. Another one down. Welcome back. Were you able to get some cilantro? Oh, is this it? It is a very well, an extremely unique scent. Perhaps it is simply too strong for my tastes. Though I admit to be curious as to how Dala plans to use this in the dish. Would you like to accompany? A plant that smells. How does it work for food? Okay. Alright, Senpai, you take care for the night. I would have had this happen earlier, but the kitchen was being used and all noises were being made. Your explorers? I saw a lot of them. We're going back to Tharsis. Never stood a chance. I'll be hunting for the red furred beast. Cut it found us. You can guess the rest. I looked everywhere, but there's no sign of the red furred thing. Maybe it's hiding somewhere in the thicket. It seems that it will not be easy to find the red furred beast. So prepare yourself for an extended search and return your journey. What else is in here? Oh. I'm being silly. I probably should just set that off, but okay. Okay, let's see who we have here. At the path's end, you encounter a soldier, planting a bleeding wood by his side. You must have run and fall off the mountain. You must be explorers, professionals at venture, if you made it this far. You came on the Count's orders to clear out mountains. There's a kind of bear attack. I'm in space. Soldiers come to places to you wish you could do something to reach this place. Have something to protect yourself. The medic would also do wonders for your wounds. Do we have a medic? Yes, we do. Have a medic treat him. The meals next to the soldier and begin to treat him. The soldier's wounds are worse than expected, but thanks to Rico's efforts, he makes full recovery. That's much better. I should be able to walk now. I'm starting to have taken up some of your time. As you're going on ahead, you'll probably find a fruit tree. Listen to me. Do not touch the yellow fruits. Okay, so he gives you a fruit sense about which one you should not be having at all. That's right. Once I find this ended up playing your tongue. I'm right one. Not to you, says, may we meet again in Yggdrasil. Proceed down the forest path, you notice the sweet-smelling black fruits on the ground at the next turn. Black. You approach it, intending to pick it up, but suddenly see it is an orange fruit, swarming with black insects. That is not a mental image many of us would like to see. After darkness falls, you arrive at the specified location of B2F spoken of in the request. Just as you were told at the bar, there's a gaping hole here. In order to fulfill the request, you must ready a torch and shed light on it. You cautiously look into the hole, angling your torch to cast the light deeper inside, when suddenly a scratching sound echoes from the hole, and a scorpion jumps out. Uh-oh, here we go. This is an enemy. capable of paralyzing. So that's one thing to look out for. Otherwise, don't really that hard. Discover a new monster. Despite being caught in an ambush, you managed to defeat the hideous scorpion. Your previous experience has not shown B2F to be a habitat for scorpions. It raises several questions, but for now, you write your report on a scroll that you might deliver it to the bar. Alright, well that's taken care of. Yeah, there it is. Always right. Figure out the mystery of the hole. A monster did indeed emerge from it. It may be best sometimes to leave well enough alone. Now there is some irony in saying that to a band of professional explorers. I again thank you. I shall let my other explorer patrons know to be more careful with their outings. Okay. Oh, what we got here? You notice a sweet smell drifting through the area. When you look up, you see branches filled with fruit. It seems to be wide berries and crevices. Which each of the fruits are different in color. You could try to determine which fruits is most ripe and take it. So this, we need to figure out the process of elimination, thanks to the hints we've been provided. In which you take bites into red fruits and screams. But it is a scream of joy. You also down and smack your lips as you enjoy the delectably ripe fruits. The party recovers 10 CP. After the unexpected blessings of nature, you return to your expedition. Awesome! Okay. When you open the door and enter the hall, you are faced with battered corpses everywhere. Uh-oh. At the center of what seems to be crimson. Have a care, for the beast hides on yellow as it readies itself for your approach. Blood Parrot has a beat. Here we go. It's a mini boss. The blood there, as you can see right here. I don't think it's GPS in there. It also has a GPS set which one of its attacks is here. Once you start building up the ranks, you have to attack it with everything drops or it'll just swing wildly at your entire party. Yeah, why take cargo with it? Because it takes another time for that to work. Still building up strength, but it's about to release it. Blood red pink. Blood red pink. Let's go, Yami. Let's go, Yuya. red-furred beast, finding itself at a disadvantage, suddenly flees. Whoa. You're less stunned by its speed, but its path is marked by traces of blood leading to a stairway. It seems that there are even lower reaches to the lush woodlands. You hesitate to call your objective complete yet. Oh, this is it. Acquaintance Fear Pursuit. 3rd floor. And there's the blood bear, the one that ran away from us last time. You reach a small river with a spring. Near it is a red-footed beast licking its tongue. Behind you is a threatening small. When you're ready, step forward and let your second round begin. Round 2. Let's finish this. Shouldn't be that difficult. We took down half of the whole last time. No flying down. That was a lot less effort compared to last time. Okay. The beast falls before the onslaughts of your fierce attacks. You have defeated a powerful foe at the request of the nobility, no less. For suddenly, beastly roar shakes the entire land. One after another, you hear answering roars from other beasts. You stand there stunned as the roars die down. The succession of roars is disturbing, not so much as that first call. You think there could be no doubt that something on this level far surpasses the threats of the blood bear. That's not good. Oh, I guess that means the mission is not complete yet. They never want to make this easy, do they? You return to Tharsis from the depths of the lush woodland, the blood bear's head in hand. You still cannot forget the fearsome roar that shook the entire labyrinth where the blood-red beast fell. Until the owner of that roar is fallen, you cannot consider the Count's mission to be complete. While you are lost in thought, Whirlwind. Glad to see we both made it out. Amazing that you beat the blood bear when the Tharsis soldiers couldn't. Yeah, they're giving trouble. Valley Spring. It's south of a small orchard, in the middle of the valley with the giant beasts wandering around. You can gather rare materials at the spring and fight some tough monsters. I think you're up for the challenge. Bounding beasts might get in your way, but less vegetables. Drop one near it, and it'll pounce right over. You say farewell to Whirlwind, and he disappears through the city gates. I'm glad to see that you're safe, members of things on B3F. A giant beast spore? It sounds like there's something worse than the blood may look down here. The lush woodlands will not be safe to explore unless something is done. Keep at it and stay on your toes. Treasure on my mind. I was given a key to a treasure box in the labyrinth called the Valley Spring. This request, you see that traveling merchant in that seat over there? He shall be your client. He wants you to open a treasure box located in the Valley Spring. You may receive a key from him directly. Be careful as you go. I shall wait your swift return. Lost one ring. Not the ring. She would like you to find a lost item. Bear attacked her while she explored B3F of the lush woodlands, and she lost her mother's ring in a spring. Oh no. Not a memento. She barely escaped with her life and is in no condition to go retrieve her ring. You must go in her place. Kiss may be with you. I shall await your swift return. The Welkin Guild has undertaken to slay the red birds. I know that this is a good path to gaining renown, but it cannot be used on its path that we fall on. Many patrons of this establishment will never be seen again chasing us right there. I try to stay detached from the individual exposed, but still feel engaged. Look in the suburbs. Sorry to rush you, but this is urgent. The other day, a man pawned his key in my shop. Here it's for a treasure box in the Valley Spring. But the guy disappeared without a trace, his bed behind. As long as you know whatever's inside. The best part is, it's supposed to be a breastplate crafted by the master blacksmith, Conrad. But I'm not cut out to go adventuring in the spring, so I'm asking new explorers for help. Just bring me the contents of that box, and you will be well rewarded. Head west from lush woodlands. You'll reach the side road that leads to the Valley Spring. Brass key. So yes, we can use food to distract the FOE. Watch. Now they weren't paying attention to that. In the center of a ravine rampant with boundary beasts, you spot a large, clear, and refreshing-looking spring. Its reflection of the surrounding flora is even more beautiful than the real thing, piquing your curiosity. If you could slake your thirst from those clear waters, the exhaustion of your travels would surely vanish. Valley Spring. Pressing beasts and unseen paths. As you walk beside the spring, you reach a dead end and stop to rest your legs. The clear spring is vast. You can see far beyond. There are footings here and there, indicating that there may be a number of paths down the mountain. So this is a hint for all the hidden paths that you can take. Shortcuts, basically. As you tread down the white path, you see a worn leather on the ground. An explorer has dropped it. If you wish, you could check the bag's contents. You can never be sure of whether that is the best idea. Reach inside the bag? Sure, why not? Who will reach for it? Rice? Rice? Can you do it? Rice? Rice? Maybe? Somebody? Rice? Other me? Rice. Rice, you're up. Rice reaches into the bag, but then gives a sharp cry and throws it away. You look at it to figure out what happened and see a small spider poking its head out the bag. You suppose the spider's before you leave the letter bag where it lies and leave its place. It's still there, isn't it? Before you respond. Last time you checked the bag, one of your guildmates got one of your bites. Rice, check again. Tragedy strikes yet again. Oh no. Rice yells with pain and throws the bag away. The spider poking its head out managed to sink its fangs in again. You leave the letter bag where it lies and leave its place. again. Sure, why not? Rice, you're up. Rice reaches for the back with trembling hands, but this time the spider does not appear. Ooh, the price aside is an expensive file. Medica 2. Hey! Nice work, Rice. Exploring your progress large marks. Helps us. Looks good. We'll save it for later, though. You wander the labyrinths without running water in your ears. At last, you find a treasure box. This is the one you took a treasure part to open. At least, that is what you see. This treasure box is locked. You have to pay now, so... What do we get? Old breastplate. Well, it's no equipment. It's a key item. I should just call it old armor. Yeah. Oh. You find a set of armor so old as to be functionally worthless. Ah. Yeah, no one can deny that you have thus fulfilled the request. All that's left now is to deliver it to Sabrik the merchant. So, how did it go? What was inside the box? It's filthy. This can't be Conrad's work. I've been hacked. Get rid of this ugly thing. Sorry, I made you go out there. Hey, take the reward anyway. You earned it. Yeah, looks like I'll be in the red again on this one. Well, actually, first we need to report the request. Yeah, just remember. Once you complete the request... Thank you for your hard work. I saw your dealings with him. He forced you to take that filthy armor. Well, think of it as a second reward. Perhaps selling it at the Atelier will fetch money enough for Medica. Here, at least, is a real reward. Again, thank you. Yeah. Well, let's see what the Atelier has to say then. Take a look to see at that man. This armor is pretty freaking old, but if I fix it up some, eventually I can make something pretty keen. What do you say, Welkin Crew? Wanna leave this armor with me? Thanks, I'll give everything I got to fix it right up. Just give me a second. I should have seen the look on my boss's face. Guess this was made by a master blacksmith named Conrad. Master polished it a little, fixed it up a couple of details. It's done it into some pretty snazzy armor. Payments? Ah, that's okay. You always help us out here, so, you know, just make sure your bed gets a good care of it. Pure plates. Nice. And now, for an introduction on why FOE should not be taken lightly. So you distracted the FOE. You distracted him with poison. You got him from behind. Now you're ready to wail on him, right? Now, there are several issues with that. The first being that if you look closely at the bottom, the marker on the FOE actually red. The R were actually red. So... That's actually dangerous. Sorry, Cole. Sorry. Sorry, Cole. Sometimes it's still doing its music. Oh, but we can take a look at this FOE. There are just some FOEs that we can't fight. That's mainly because so many FOEs that we can fight is because all on a new thing. Right here. Blood bearers. Almost dead. Almost dead. She survived. She survived. Nice. Alright. Third floor. Let's see what it has in store for us. As you go deep into the forest, you see a young soldier on to the side and raise your hand in greeting. He returns the gesture and approaches. Your guild Welkin, who defeated the Bloodbear and opened the way to this level of the maze, writes, "It's an honor. I came on behalf of the outland counts to slay the beast, but your skill far surpasses mine. Tell me though, do you have enough medicine on hand? If not, will you let me do that favor?" Oh, he's giving us a free item. Yeah. Seriaka beef. Okay, so as per the quest, we have to investigate the puddles of water. The small lakes in order to find a ring. Something's like a lava. What could it be? If You also notice monsters approaching from behind. Oh no. Monsters have appeared. Nice. After dealing with monsters, you quickly reach into the spring and grab the spark object. It is revealed as a medicine bottle, most likely brought by another explorer. That is not what we're looking for. We're looking for the ring. Suddenly you see a light pointing for something at the bottom of the spring. A crystal. Cyanite. Nice. You peer into the spring in order to fulfill the terms. Suddenly Momoka cries out and you hear a loud splash. Oh no! Momo! Where are you, Momo? Your fire looks around and sees Momoka has slipped and fallen into the screen. After the party fishes poor Momoka out, you decide to move on. Part of me wonders if she fell on purpose. Part of me wonders if she fell on purpose just to get away from the summer heat. As you carry out your search, a sense of menace from beyond the door causes you to stop in your tracks. You think it's safe to assume that past this point is a creature which surpasses the furred beast. Ooh, it's a boss. Oh, see what we got here. As you walk down the red you hear rustling from nearby thickets. Flat-like monsters attacking with small hair. Monsters are too focused on the crazy noise that appears to the sky. If you wish to save it, you must challenge the monsters to a fight. Let's do it! Let's save the bunny! That wasn't so hard. The last monster gives its death rattle collapses. You sheath your weapons and look toward the hair. It appears that it sustained only minor wounds. There, routes deeper into the forest. It is a piece of new seeming equipment. Arm guard. Nice. Count your blessings in finding this unexpected spoil and resume your exploration of the maze. Right now I believe there is something right here. You peer into the spring, suddenly you see a light glinting from something at the bottom of the spring. Did we find it? It seems to be a ring. The fire face up like behind an open door, you find a vast open space roofed with smaller pieces. Within it awaits an enormous scarlet brute glaring at you. The scarlet brute. There's no room for error. This must be the leader of the red fruit beasts. You glance at the strings to the east and west of the hall, where other red fruit beasts roam. If they choose to come to the aid of the leader during the battle, the situation will become hopeless. The ideal scenario would be to target leader people with things without the better leader. Wow. Study your carefully. Look into the environment for any advantage. So yeah, left and right, all bears. And if you try to fight if you try to directly fight the bigger bear right away, then the bigger bear will call for reinforcements to attack you. And then you have to put up with them every time. It's not that great. Still chasing. And I think... Yeah, stop chasing after that point. You can't catch us, we're the gingerbread men. We're almost there. Keep it up. Huh? Oh well. This is just the way it is. This is what happens when you have too many enemies. So you can only carry a maximum of 60. Okay. And if we set that way, we can like the giant bear over there. And there's also something to examine here, but tempting though the altar may be, the monsters that would have many adventures are your highest priority. So we'll go check out the altar in a moment. Oh, we'll go check out the bear in a moment. Okay. Until it gets to the fall. That's not my start like that too. Maybe she can help. If you learn this now, the items that are the materials that are like at the lowest of the list are the ones that sell for less. If you ever run into like too many items to carry, just drop the lower items alright. I even forgot for a moment that I had too many items. And return. You reach a dead end and are about to retrace your steps when you notice the sound of running water. It seems that water is streaming from a crack in the rock before you. Nothing is preventing you from taking a short rest to quench your thirst. You do have things to do. Up to you. Harry sits down and dragon and gathers around you a stream. Harry covers 25 feet. Refreshing water invigorates your brain body as if it fell into it. Fully re-energized, you know to this location and return to this community. Costa Rica points out several sets of animal footprints on the ground. It seems you're lucky this time, but there is no assurance that you'll be saved. I'm sorry to enjoy the rest. Tharsis is his training ground. Welcome, Welkin Guild. This place here is my castle. The wharf is where Tharsis opens up to the outside world. Maybe a merchant comes here to trade. Explorers come and go as they please too, seeing as this is where we fix up their sky ships. Speaking of which, let me give you this before I get to that. As for a sky ship, it should help you find some treasure sleeping in the great wide world. It'll help to have clues to find some of it, but you'll have to ask your fellow explorers about that. So it gives you the QR code, it gives you the guild cards and whatnot. Whatever. Here we are. Let's go. Okay, so Berserker King. insanely difficult, especially at this level, but new game plus. We're gonna work with it. The basic tactic is to keep on trying to blind the participant or land another status effect called Arm Bind. Arm Bind prevents the use of skills that uses the arms. And the Berserker King also has a skill check, DPS check in one of its skills. Gotta be careful with that. Yeah, right there. Luckily, we know what we're doing. Halfway down on its HP. Oh yeah, be careful because the counter. We got this thing back. Oh, flying. Nice. As a side note, even if your party member is blind, if the opponent is also blind, then the attack will still hit, regardless. Because if the enemy is blind, their evasion stat is reduced to 0. So they can get hit by anything. Haha, strong finish, Senpai. Nice. With the leader of the Redford Beast defeated, the murderous aura permeating this maze dissipates. You have eliminated the greatest threat to the exploration of the lush woodlands. Your mission is complete. Finally at rest, you take a look around the area. The altar-like object further on seems clearly man-made. A stone tablet is enshrined upon the altar. There are words on a stone tablet in an unfamiliar language, but they are so weathered no sage could read them. But the emblem in the center of it is another story. It is the same one engraved in the monuments to the north. You decide to remove the stone tablets from the altar and bring it back, in hopes that it can aid in the investigation. Ancient tablets. We did it! Interesting. I'm impressed that you've slain the leader of those beasts. You've come so far in a short time. I wonder though, what was that stone tablet? And you say you found it on top of an altar. I'll send my soldiers to Tharsis to investigate the altar. You keep the tablet for now. You may need it. Wasn't there an emblem on the monuments near the northern barrier, much like the one on your tablet? Here's an idea. Try taking that tablet to the stone monuments in the north, and see what you can accomplish that way. That's enough out of me for now. You must be tired. Just one more thing before you go. Well done on your mission. I'm proud of you for returning safely, and you should be too. Rest well, Wilson. Look at that EXP! Awesome! And that is it for part 1. The lush woodlands have been cleared. We got the stone tablets, and now we're ready to make progress in the next episode. Hopefully next week. We'll see what we got when the time comes. All right. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. Okay. Let's see, who can we raid at a time like this? It's 1 a.m. Can I raid him? Let me see how far. Let me see if I can. Okay, here we are. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time. Later.